Okay, I'm going to whip up a really quick pasta dish using some penne and some stuff that most people usually might have in the refrigerator. I've got my whole wheat penne here, some marinated chicken that's already cooked, and that might, every once in a while you might have some leftover chicken or some leftover beef or other type of meat that you might want to use up, but maybe it's just a little bit and you want to make yourself a quick meal. I've got some greens here. I've got my pan heating up. I'm going to put in a little bit of olive oil, and this is just regular olive oil, and if you don't have olive oil, vegetable oil will work. That's already pretty hot. I've got some chopped up shallots and garlic. I'll let that saute up a little bit. Don't want it to get too brown. I'm going to add in these tomatoes. You can see that garlic is starting to brown a little bit. Tomatoes have a lot of water in them, and if you're using a gas stove at home, this is what's going to happen. It's going to flame up, so be careful. So you might want to toss it a little bit back and forth away from the flame, and then you can go back to the flame once all that water and aerated oil kind of dissipates. Okay, so I've got the tomatoes in there, and what I used was roasted tomatoes, but if you just have a raw tomato, you can dice up and throw in there, that'll be fine. This chicken is already cooked, so I want to be cognizant of the fact that it is and not overcook it, so I'm going to add it now. But this is, like I said, a really quick dish. I'm going to add that in there. So that's going. And you can use anything you've got in your refrigerator. Bell peppers, onions, any other kind of vegetable. Broccoli can go in here. Anything that you might just have a little bit of and you don't want to throw away, you can put it in a pasta, make a quick dish out of it. Now that that's nice and blended, I'm going to add a little bit of wine. That's going to give me some acidity, some flavor, and it's also going to give me a cooking medium because I'm going to add cold pasta to it, and then it'll help to heat that pasta up in a kind of a sauce. I'm going to sprinkle in a little bit of chopped herbs. Anything you've got is fine. I've got a mixture of parsley, basil, rosemary, oregano, and green onions in there. So you can see that that's starting to go pretty good. I'm going to add this pasta, some of it anyway. You can see that's coming along. Mix that up. Get that one out of there. So you can see this is not taking me very long at all. It's almost completed. I happen to have some spinach, and sometimes you might have some of this mixed greens in your refrigerator, which is a mixture of different small lettuces, and those are great. They give you some texture, they give you some color, and they give you some nutrients. So you can hear that sizzling away. And if I want to add some of those greens, I want to do it right at the end so that they maintain some of their integrity as far as the way they look. If you add them in at the beginning, they're just going to turn into these little strips of green stuff that looks like canned spinach, so we don't want to do that. So this is almost done. I'm going to pull out a plate, actually a bowl. Set that there, and I will do the greens in here. I put those right on top. And now if I try to toss this like I've been doing, it's going to go everywhere. So I'm just going to kind of fold it in there. And once I kind of do that, then I can start tossing it and mixing it in, okay? And then I can come straight to the bowl. And you've got a meal that took me maybe 4 minutes. And I'm going to top that with some Parmesan. And if you don't have Parmesan, if you've got some other cheese that you want to try, by all means. And just to give it a little more color, I'm going to put some herbs around there. And there you go. One quick meal.